Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we had done battle with a couple of Noldor rangers, and, well, I handled the situation a little incorrectly, but, well, it was nice to see the Noldor in action once again, and to showcase their overwhelming superiority over basically anything else. But, as you can see here, we have a couple of deserters. And, well, what I would like to do is side with the Noldor against these deserters, and, well, what happened was I was exiting White Stag Castle, and I noticed some deserters around here. I decided to pursue them. They decided to run in this direction, and then, out of nowhere, some Noldor rangers appeared, and, well, they decided to attack the deserters. So, let us, without further ado, try to get in there. Oh, yes, there we go. Fantastic. So let us move in to help the Noldor rangers. We have 80 against the enemy's 6. I can imagine that the Noldor are going to kill all of the enemies within 2 seconds, but we'll just see whether that is indeed the case. It probably is. There's one. There's another one. Only 4 more to go. Yes, that easily. That easily. Maybe we could actually get a little bit of experience here? Maybe. Maybe we'll be able to. Well, let's just try our luck, shall we? You never know. We might be able to. Oh, well, probably not going... Oh, yes, we did get a kill. That is absolutely amazing, considering the Noldor are peppering these guys with infinite arrows, as you can see. Oh, my. Yes, so let's try and deal some... Okay, never mind. Never mind dealing any damage. Yes, but there we go. That was very impressive indeed. Now, let's see whether we are able to get... Ah, that's unfortunate. We did not get any relation with them, unfortunately enough. Mainly because they were not against a very large party, and as a result, they have... Well, no problem whatsoever hunting us down now and killing us brutally. But thankfully enough, we are at the same speed as them, so... In theory, I can just head on over to Shieldstorm Keep and have no problems whatsoever keeping pace with them. So let's just head in here, wait here for some time, and we'll just deal with that. Ah, well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? We really wanted to get in battle against something a little bit larger than that. There's Ithilrandir. Definitely don't want to be dealing with him right now. And I suppose the best thing we can do now is head on to... Well, I would say Janos, perhaps, maybe, because I'd like to check out the marketplace once again. We do have a couple of the Shah Principality's vassals around here. Let's take a look at the faction relations. Okay, so we're currently at war against the Ravenstone and Sarleon, so I think that's pretty good, because what we could do is head on... Oh, that's looted. We could go on to Quinn... Maybe we could go on to Quinn and maybe loot that. That would be pretty nice. Maybe that would be an idea. Shall we try? Shall we try and loot it? I'm not entirely sure if it's going to work because obviously, as we know, the Lords of Sarleon are very, very quick. And, well, let's just see here. Shall we just head on straight in? It doesn't appear as though they've seen us. And now we've been spotted. Are we going to be lucky? Lucky? Yes? Oh. Oh, it seems to be working. Oh, yes. Wow, that is fantastic. Look at that. That is absolutely amazing. We have some silk here, as well as, obviously, some spice, too. That is just fantastic. So, let us take all of that. Thank you very much. I'll be taking more of those things. I just need to swap a couple of these things out as well. We do want to keep those dyes. And I'd like to get all of this food as well, but... Obviously, that is not going to happen anytime soon, is it? Because these things that I have in my inventory right now sell for a lot more, apart from these rough leather gloves, which I will be swapping out for some dyes. That sounds good to me. And there we have it. So we were... Yeah, there we go. Just in time to avoid being intercepted by Lord Eric. And as we can see, we actually have a couple of rogue Red Brotherhood outlaws there, so we're going to be avoiding those guys and making our way out. Julia apparently does not like us attacking innocent villages, so she's going to have to get over that as time goes on, because we really do like looting various things. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all, in actual fact. If only a Noldor would appear right now. Yes. Okay, well, what we could do is... charge them. It's not going to happen, is it? Let us see. We have to leave behind 5 soldiers. Okay, why not? Let's do that. I feel as though that is worth actually surviving, wouldn't you say? I would think so. Let's leave another 5 there as well. Okay, so we need to head on to Callandane Castle. And there we have it. Our units really aren't anything to write home about, I suppose you could say. So there's really nothing to worry about in terms of leaving some behind. Obviously, that is just the way things go some of the time. Need to sacrifice the few to save the many, I would say. And there we go. Okay, that seems fine to me. So let's head on to Ethos and sell some of our loot. And maybe, just maybe from the loot, we might be able to purchase yet another ironworks, which would be fantastic. So let us head on in here into the marketplace, and we will sell the spear, and we'll keep the lance, and we'll sell these things as well. I think it's best just to sell those. And oh, we actually had some tattered ankle boots. Not entirely sure why I kept those, but well, that was somewhat of a mistake on my part. But we can just sell the rest here. And there we go. Maybe I can sell one more. No, it's unlikely. I can sell some dye. There we go. And then we can head on. So yes, we already have enough easily for either Lethal Dirren or another Ironworks. I think another Ironworks would be probably the best idea. I would like to sell this book, but I do know that companions, I think, can also read. So we're going to see about that as time goes on too. And there we go. We have sold absolutely everything we can right now, and we almost have 8,000. That is absolutely fantastic. So let's actually just take a look and see if they have any throwing weapons here. Well, they do have some heavy throwing knives, and yeah, I think that's probably going to be it, unfortunately. They don't seem to have any of those amazing throwing weapons just yet. But let us check to see whether Julia can read this book. Ah, no, it actually does not seem to be the case, as far as I am aware. No, it doesn't seem to be the case. So, yes, we can sell that book if we so desire. Let us get a couple of Pendor light bowmen, and let's get some militia there. And I think it's about time that we start recruiting a couple more units. So, I'm going to recruit some, and then we will be heading on to Fyrdsvain territory, and seeing if we can, well, maybe participate in a couple of battles with the Fyrdsvain vassals as well. Okay, so what slipped my mind just before we cut away there to head on to Fyrdsvain territory is that we did not buy an ironworks. So, well, I think it's about time that we do that, isn't it? So, let us buy that ironworks, 338 dinars a week, that's very nice. And it only costs us 3,500, so that is fantastic. I do not want to wait here for some time, thank you. But there we go. Ethos and Janos both have an ironworks owned by us now. And I think it would maybe, yeah, I think we are going to side with the Empire for now, at least. And we may become a mercenary of theirs later on as well. But for now, I think it's probably a good idea if we... Oh, well, there we go. The Kingdom of Sarlian and the Fyrdsvain have made peace, so we are only against the Ravenstone now, which is, I have to say, quite good, I suppose. Ooh, what is going on here? Ooh, Shadow Legion Centurions. I'm pretty sure, are they knighthood units? Because we cannot recruit or rescue knighthood units, but we're going to head in there anyway, and we are going to be moving in to help the Fedna patrol, and we're going to see whether we can even, well, acquire those Shadow Legion Centurions. Yes, my memory is a little bit foggy about the original Prophecy of Pendor, because it has been years. So let's just hope that we're able to gain those Shadow Legion Centurions. Maybe we'll be able to, maybe we won't, but we will only hope that that is possible. So let us see what we're able to do to this priestess here. Maybe we're able to deal some good damage. Maybe if this guy would actually stop, we would be able to get into range and actually help him. Ooh, well, that seems pretty good. Unfortunately, it seems as though this is going to be quite difficult to take out now, because the polearm against the horse definitely going to prove difficult, as you can see right there. But we do have Empire Immortals and various things here, so should be absolutely fine to win here. And there we have it. Very nice indeed. Now let's see whether we're able to lay claim to the rescued prisoners. It's going to be unlikely. Yep, it is going to be unlikely. They are apparently a knighthood unit. So there is that. Ooh! Snake cult rituals. Interesting to orders. Okay, let's take a look at that. That is new. That is very new. How do I... Wait. Maybe I can actually read this. Select a book to read? Ah, I can't actually read it. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. It is interesting to orders, though, so I can assume that we can probably give that to the Knights of the Ebony Gauntlet. I'm pretty sure those guys will be really happy to acquire something like that, because they are, well, always on about purging the land of evil and so forth. So, yes, maybe that would be an idea. And we'll just recruit a couple more units here. And these guys are going to obviously pursue us to the ends of the earth. Now, we are moving faster than them, but there are 2 parties of them, so we really cannot do much. Wait, what do they have here? They do have some Salian units, which would be wonderful to rescue, but they are extremely powerful units for such a small party, and we only have, well, a number of recruits and various other things like that, so can't really do much there, but we could attack these guys. Maybe. No, he's running. There we go, we got him. Excellent. Okay, so let us attack. There we go. Yes. Attack again. Thank you very much. Attack again. There we go. And wonderful. Now we have captured a couple of enemies too, so we can get some prisoners there. And we can level up some more of these units. I'd like to level up the infantry so we can get some Empire Immortals. Maybe. But right now, yeah, not looking good so far, I suppose. Ooh, heavy round shield. Well, that's actually a little bit better, I suppose. Well, it has 40 more HP, but 2 less resistance, so it's up to you to decide, really, what is best there. Does Julia have a shield? She does not appear to have a shield, so we will be giving her this one, I suppose. She is using a spear and a crossbow. And some pretty good armor, actually. Some, yeah, reasonable armor, so I don't think we really need to worry about that too much. Now, I was going to head on to Cez to buy another ironworks, but it doesn't appear as though that is going to really win us the day, because we only have 3,700 remaining, so we may need to head up into the north of Pendor, and, well, I would like to sell this, actually, so I'm going to sell that book, and maybe we will now be able to purchase that ironworks, but I was going to say that we could head up into Ravenstone territory, sell this spice as well. Apparently I missed that, and we are going to be purchasing another ironworks here. That sounds very nice to me. Okay, so let's do that. Yes, another ironworks, and that would... Oh, no! Our profit would be minus 40. Ah, of course. Of course. Well, that is mainly due to the fact that Cez is surrounded by a huge amount of snake cult units, and as a result it is going to cause us a great deal of difficulty. That is unfortunate too. A brewery would give us 267, but we have to spend 5,000. So what about wine? Nope, that is even worse. Okay, what about a bakery? That's actually good, but 4,500, a little bit too much. What about an oil press? No, that's not too good either. Tannery? Wow, 12,000 for it. Wow, I had no idea. I thought the Weavery and Dye Works was the most expensive, but, well, apparently not. What about a Weavery here? No. Okay, we're just going to have to leave this for now, and we're going to rest on our laurels at 5,700, and head into the tavern, see if we can find a ransom broker. I think Richard is a ransom broker. Yes. Sell all my prisoners for 500, thank you. And, wait, do they sell anything else? No, it appears not. And we have some sellswords there, which we will not take right now. And, yeah, so I think we are going to be traveling back to Fyrdsvain territory. I will be doing that off screen, and I'll see you when we arrive. Okay, so we have arrived in Fyrdsvain territory, but unfortunately enough, we now have a decision to make. Do we want to stay a mercenary with the Fyrdsvain? Well, I suppose that would probably be the best idea, at least for another month, and then we can decide whether we want to become free of our bond. Now, the one thing that I have to worry about here is if the Empire decides, oh, you know what, I think those Fyrdsvain fellows could definitely use a beating. So that would be really quite unfortunate. Really don't want to be raiding any of the Empire villages, but we are getting a significant wage from being a mercenary. So I think we are just going to continue like that. Now, I was actually chasing after a couple of Vanscry raiders, but unfortunately Lord Eric, the fellow that decided to attack us beforehand, part of the Kingdom of Sarlian, of course, he was around there and he decided to intercept them, so I just left them to it, basically. But we are almost at Yaviksholm now. I would like to check to see whether there are any good throwing weapons here. Let's see. Ah, they do have some heavy throwing spears. Actually, some very nice ones, in fact. 871 dinars for them. Not too bad. But they are power throw 3, so they are going to be quite inaccurate, which is somewhat worrying, but we are going to try them nevertheless, because, well, they are spears. They don't have a bonus against shields, which is exactly what I would have liked, but, well, they're throwing spears, and we can potentially use them on our mount reasonably well. Well, we're going to try anyway, but let's just see how well that goes. Now, we are going to be attempting to look for Donovan, because he has, apparently, a very high trainer skill, and I would love that. And here is another... Ooh! This guy is a knighthood order member, I think. Word has it that your order admires the Noldor. Can you tell me more? Yes, our order holds them in great admiration. There is enough space in Pendor for us all to live in peace with one another. We can learn much from them, but also they are a force to be reckoned with, I can tell you. Oh, well, yes, we certainly know that. They say that few bowmen can shoot an arrow as far as a silver mist. What's your secret? We learned from the Noldor. They hold that the bow is an extension of the body. They become one with the bow physically and with the arrow mentally. We meditate before battle to achieve this melding of weapon and soul. Some have used this philosophy with other weapons, such as our halberdiers. I heard your order bears a grudge against the Order of the Ebony Gauntlet. Look, the last thing Pendor needs is an order like the Ebony Gauntlet. Don't you think there are enough people seeking to feud with the Noldor? When they are done hunting the Noldor, who will they choose next to hunt? Madness of this sort must end. Thank you for clearing that up. Well, thank you very much. Apparently, I cannot give the letter for the snake cult to these guys, so I assume we have to find the correct order. I'm going to assume that it's probably going to be some sort of empire order, if anything, because, well, they have the most problems with the snake cult. So let us see here. Oh, hello. Okay, yes, she apparently is a snake priestess, or serpent priestess. You correctly identify my accent. I am Alyssa, a former serpent cult priestess, but the operative word is former. They tell me I was taken in the Empire as a baby, but my only memories are of the cult. I have forsaken the snake cult and shall never rejoin them. If you have fought my cult, you know how skilled at arms we priestesses are. I am in deadly danger from my cult and must join a strong commander. There is safety in numbers. Oh my. Okay. Okay, well, that's fine. But how much is she? 2,000? Is that it? Okay, why not? Join. Yes, there we go. We still have enough for Donovan if we come across him. Obviously, we are getting a little low on funds, but we're now going to be heading onward to Ravenstone territory. Tabandra looks like a very delicious target, because at the moment, there doesn't appear to be any units in range. We do have a Fierdsvain vassal here as well for potential distractions, so maybe we will have a good time. Now, what's going on here? Lady Valkyries and Knights of the Dragon. Think we're just going to be ignoring most of those fellows, let them get on with it themselves, and let's see what this guy's going to do. Thankfully enough, we have a really nice spotting skill, so we're able to see from very far range, but let's head straight on into Tabandra right here, and we will loot and burn the village. Maybe we will be lucky enough to have a distraction from that vassal behind us right there. Oh, there's one. Okay. Wow, he just... That was very strange. He just ran straight on by. Okay, well, that is fantastic. As we can see here, our party gains 11 morale. We gain a lot of dinars right there. And velvet. Look at the velvet. 1,020. Absolutely fantastic. Tools are also great. And let's take all this. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. Okay, so how much... Oh, we have absolutely no space anymore. So there we have it. We're going to have to leave all of this wonderful food, which is really quite disappointing, but that's just the way it is, I suppose. And let's see, is there anything else here that could be useful? Well, not particularly. So, yeah, let's just head onward. Look at that. That was fantastic. Very, very lucrative indeed. And we can now just head straight on down to Ravagstone and see what's going on there. Now, I did see a vassal of Ravenstone head across here, so I'm wondering where he went. But hopefully he's not too close. That's all I can hope for. And we'll head into Ravagstone instead. And the Kingdom of Sarlian has now declared war against the Ravenstone. Well, it's good to see that the factions are not afraid to declare war. I have to say that that is refreshing. But let's just head on into Ravagstone and see what we can do here. We are obviously going to be selling a huge amount. There we go. Oh my goodness. Should I actually... No, I don't have enough for a very good horse. We do have a nice heavy courser there, though, which has a little bit more armor, but really not worth the 2,000, I feel. Now let's head into the goods merchant. Wow, flax bundles. They are really selling a lot of those. Well, whatever the case, we're just going to sell some linen and some salt. And some spice there. And we also have some velvet, too. Wow, they actually have a lot, too. Give us. That is fantastic. There we go. Okay, I can purchase some smoked fish just to get us below that. And, ooh, maybe they'll have... Oh, they have a large bag of javelins. I suppose I should take that as well. We have heavy throwing spears and javelins. We also have some of those, which we could potentially take. But right now, I think we are reasonably good with our throwing weapon supply. So let us do that. That costs 1,000. Ouch. Okay. Well, everything else seems perfectly fine. We can just sell those, sell that, and then we can probably sell these too. I'm not going to be using these throwing knives any further, and there we have it. That is fantastic. So, yeah, now we can head onward. I think it would be a rather nice idea to head onward to Ravenstone territory just to see what's going on here. We do have a couple of Fyrdsvain vassals in the area. Enemy patrol spotted near Mistmire Castle, and that is over there. So if we so desire, maybe it would be an idea to go to Izmirala Castle. We now have 11,000 dinars. Izmirala village, should I say, not castle, thank you very much. Don't really want to be involved in that. But as you can see, there is actually a lot of Fyrdsvain presence here that will be able to... that will be able to run interference, I was going to say. But as you also see, we have a huge army currently going with their marshal right now, so maybe we can avoid them. Maybe we can be sneaky here and go around the side. Maybe? Are we going to be lucky here? Well, whatever the case, we are going to be attempting to loot and burn this. Let us hope. Oh no. Did you see that? That was a vassal right there. They are being very, very strange with their movements right now. The Kingdom of Sarlian apparently was incredibly paranoid and very, very quick to act. But as you see, that is... I have no idea. The Ravenstone are just ignoring us for the most part, which I have to say is remarkable and very welcome, in actual fact, because I really do not want to deal with those guys, that's for sure. So, yes, there we go. We have taken absolutely everything we can once again. And I suppose I could get that cheese out of there, and we could instead take that honey, and maybe that pottery as well, but what do I lose for that? That bread, I suppose. We'll take the pottery, thank you very much. And there we go, so there's yet another village that we have raided, and we have weakened the Ravenstone significantly. Now, obviously, we do have this guy. We are moving at exactly the same speed as him. So this is going to be, oh, quite the dance, is it not? Okay, well... without further ado, I am going to be ending this episode of here, and next time on Prophecy of Pendor, we will be selling the contents of our inventory somewhat, and then seeing where we go to next, hopefully participating in some large-scale battles with some of the Fyrdsvain vassals, maybe. We'll see how that goes. And so I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.